Today actually started out a lot colder than it is now. It's starting to warm up a bit. Might need to lose a scarf. But today is a special day. Been waiting for this day for a long time. So, this weekend Justice League comes out, and I swear, I have been waiting on this movie since I was a kid, and that Justice League animated series was out, and I always thought, man, this would be a good movie. And before I even heard of Avengers or Thor or anything, I was wanting that. And then once the whole MCU came out, I was a little disappointed just because I was wanting Justice League to come. But then it was okay because the Avengers it was still a great movie. But that aside, this movie is still coming out, and it's going to be special. Now, unfortunately, it's been snidered up, and I guess it's not going to be the greatest movie in the world, but it's still going to be special. I'll make sure it's special. Pay no attention to these reviews. The world has needed this. So Lucy is actually meeting me here, and we're going to see Justice League tonight with Javon and my other friend Amanda, but slight delay. It is the weekend before Thanksgiving, and my mom wants me to check on the Christmas tree, which is that. And no, I do no heresy here. There's no Christmas before Thanksgiving. You know, push it off. Black Friday, it's a green light, all go. All hands on deck. Deck the halls. The house will be a winter wonderland after that. But until then, I have to make sure every year before we do that the tree still works. Because Mila, my cat, climbs up the tree. And every year when we pull it out, half the lights are not working. So once Lucy gets here, I guess we're going to go get some lights. What are you doing? Why do you break the tree? Why? Guilty one. Tree climber. But then after that, back to Justice League. Because as I mentioned before, very important. Lucy.
Hi.
Hey. You got your flash shirt on.
Yes, I do. Where's yours?
I haven't changed yet. So there's an issue.
What?
My mom got home and she's like, make sure the tree is okay for Christmas, for after Thanksgiving. Every year Mila climbs up the tree and every year she gets fatter. The branches are bending and we need to go get some new lights because they're. Let me show you.
So is that what we're going to do instead of cookies then?
No, we're going to do cookies.
Oh. And why do you have money in your back pocket?
I have money in my pocket?
I think it's money. Or maybe.
Ooh, I do have money in my pocket.
Ow. Why?
That's a good question. But I'm not going to question it. Hey, Dad. I found money in my back pocket. How great is that?
Hey, how's it going? Really?
Yeah,
In your back pocket?
in my back pocket.
Well, at least I can't say is it mine because I'm pretty sure your pants aren't going to fit me, so I wasn't wearing your pants.
Okay, Lucy, come here.
How you doing, Lucy?
And look what this fatty has done. She was draped over the chair a second ago, And it looks like a pancake. It just spread out. Come here. Okay, so you see how... Oh, that's the money. That's the money for the lights for the... Never mind, Dad. Okay, Lucy.
Yes.
So you see how only half of these lights are working? I was putting this tree together, and then like as I put the top on, and then I turned around and I grabbed the top, and then I met Mila. She was looking me in the eyes. I was like, "What are you doing?" I had to like pull her out of the tree. There she is, the fat tree breaker. The bottom branches are drooping now, and it's all because my dad like stuffs her like every day's Thanksgiving.
She's like, are you talking about me?
Yes. This vlog has suddenly turned into Christmas tree fixing because of Fat Cat and Justice League. Skip here if you want to just see Justice League. Got you covered. That way you don't have to waste your time. But if you like Christmas, stay tuned. Let's go.
Yes, because... okay.
Don't you think about it, Cat. Yeah.
Don't you put like a blanket on top of the
Yeah.
tree?
You've got Christmas tree needles all over you.
This is you.
What?
I should have tagged you.
Friend, are you hungry? Me. Always. So change of plans. We're going to Wally World because it's a little bit cheaper and we're on the budget. We don't need to be buying these lights every year, which we kind of do because of a fat cat. My gosh, this hurts. It's swarming. It's like a Christmas wonderland in here.
And I take your
This is so extra. And I love it. Okay, let's go. That was totally on purpose. Oh, well, there it goes. That was fun. Now to go back home. So I'm back home now. Amanda's got the kitty. The kitty likes Amanda. So we changed of plans. We stopped by like the restaurant on the way home, and it took like 30 minutes just to get a little bit of food like through the drive-thru. So we won't be making cookies. Sad.
What?
Sad day. We don't have time. It's 6:23. We need to leave by like 6:40. Lucy's making tea. Still excited for the movie. that was a good movie. Now, I understand. I've seen the critical reviews of it. Believe me, I've seen it. But the viewer reviews are actually pretty positive. I understand the critiques behind it. And I think a lot of it derives from Warner Brothers' like mandate of 2 hours for this movie, because there's a lot going on for this only to be 2 hours. It could have really used an extra 20, maybe 30 minutes. And the first, like, especially like that first act of the movie was extremely rushed. The pacing was very rushed, bouncing from one thing to the other. But other than that, and the very like flat villain, it was a very good movie. I loved the characters. There was a lot of humor, and like not so much just like puns. Like I know the MCU, which is great on its own merits, but just for different reasons. It has a lot of puns, and so I kind of like snicker at them. But like I had a lot of good actual laughs for this movie, for the Justice League, and that's not something I'm like used to for a DC movie. So it was actually pretty funny. I enjoyed a lot of the character interactions. I could see a lot of like Whedonisms when it comes to Joss Whedon touches. But it's a very Zack Snyder movie. You could definitely tell it was his vision for the movie and what it was. If you're a comic fan, I feel like you would like it, just because there's a lot of little Easter eggs and mentions for comics, even though it's not like a story that's like necessarily true to comics. But you'll get more of the references, and even though it's fast paced, you won't get as lost as if you weren't a comics person. But I enjoyed the movie. I might even see it again. And no, it wasn't the best movie in the world, and no, it wasn't as cinematic as like I always envisioned from that childhood moment. It was still pretty good. There are 2 after credits scenes, by the way, if you're looking for it. Wait through the credits. There's one like 2 minutes after the 2 minutes like into the credits, and then there's one at the very end of the credits. So be on the lookout for that. I think anyone could enjoy Justice League, especially if you've watched Wonder Woman and some of the other DCEU or DCU films. But yeah, just sad we didn't get to do the cookies. But it was fun. Alright guys, peace!